Thank you, Chip. I appreciate your leadership and all the people up here, and especially those friends from the outside world that have been focusing on this for a long time. The House of Representatives, led by Republicans, came together tonight and said, we will protect the sanctity of your vote. And it's so important. You know, you think about the military veteran who risked his life overseas to defend our freedoms. And he comes back home, and his vote will be stolen if somebody's able to vote illegally. And it happens. I come from a state where our elections commissioner was sent to federal prison. We all know it goes on, and how can you protect it? And then when you listen to the arguments by the Democrats, it was some of the most embarrassing, hypocritical debate you could hear. They're talking about voter suppression. Well, let me tell you, and it's been brought up. Try getting on an airplane and flying home tonight without showing a picture ID. Try going into a bar without showing a picture ID. Try getting into the Democrat National Convention without showing an ID. They required it. The same Democrats that are saying things like Jim Crow said you have to have an ID to get into their own convention because they know it's common sense. If you want to have a secure operation in anything, and elections are the most important franchise we have in America to protect democracy. And so, yes, we had a really important vote. Great to see one Democrat. Really perplexing why every other Democrat wanted to support voter fraud. That's really what you're supporting if you voted no tonight. You're saying you're okay with voter fraud. And that's a disgrace. Look at states that have done this. Georgia, they said all those same things, by the way, in the state of Georgia, that passed a voter ID requirement. And what happened? In the next election after, you had actually higher voter participation. And in one part, I think it was because of the voter ID law, because then people had a higher confidence in their vote counting, because they knew it was harder for somebody to cheat and steal because of the voter ID requirement. So you will increase confidence amongst legal voters with this provision. And that's why it's so important that the Senate take this up and find a way to get it to President Trump's desk. President Trump wants this bill on his desk so he can sign it into law and give even stronger protections to all Americans, over 80%, who strongly want the protection of the sanctity of their vote. And the man who helped us get the votes for this bill, our whip, Tom Emmer.